Okay, hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I'm going to just kick myself and do this to show you what I had to do. I had to leave the rover. It's all the way back there. I called it Lost Rover because we're going to come back and pick it up. Because I know of a way I can come back, pick it up easily, and bring it back here. It's called making another ship. It's unfortunate, but that's the only option I have. Like I said, either that or running all the way back to the fucking mining site, grabbing the stuff to make the atmospheric thrusters, and flying them all back on a hydrogen with like a hydrogen tank, you know, like take a hydrogen tank and my jetpack and nothing else and fly all the way back there and go from there, you know. And real quick before I forget to do this again, there you go. So here's the thing, right? It is kind of depressing. It's not kind of depressing, it's very depressing. We don't even have enough hydrogen to do what I want to do, which is take this hydrogen bottle down there with the materials necessary to put the atmospheric thrusters on that thing and bring it back here. Because I would have to hope that it has enough battery to make it back with the atmospheric thrusters, and I don't think it does from where it landed. It's 1.49 kilometers away. Actually, it could. It could potentially have enough, but I would have to bring it in like screaming, basically, like, for lack of a better word, because it'll be coming in full speed, and that's the only way I could bring it in. And I already know I don't have enough material to build another one. It took over 100-something steel plates to make that, so I definitely... Let me see. 4.9. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to make anything, really. 1, 2. Yeah, 7. It needs 7 to be able to make that, and that's definitely not enough. So, like I said, hold on. Let's see. So we have enough items to make 2 more atmospheric thrusters, right? And like I said, I could do that. Yeah, you can't put that in there, you have to put it in a cargo. So, we could do that. We could just go down there, cut those wheels off, put atmospheric thrusters on there instead. Actually, I was gonna take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and here's what I decided to do. We're gonna go down, tear the rover apart, bring all the parts back up here, hopefully have enough to do that. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna run most of the way. Since we can do that. There's this path down here that we can run, and I figured out what I did wrong. So, unfortunately for me, I swear I did this when I made my first rover. You're not supposed to make the wheels even. Like, you're supposed to make them a little off-center. That way, that when they turn, they don't fight each other. And so, since I made the rover a little bit too, for lack of a better word, too close, like too even to itself, where like everything in it was like fighting each other instead of helping each other. Whenever it turned, it couldn't turn. And so it was fighting itself so much that I'm just bouncing along the ground. I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna die. There we go. I made it where it was fighting each other so much that the gyro was trying to fight it back. Not the sandwich. The gyro was trying to fight it back so hard that it couldn't turn. And so I have to actually come into it and make it slightly off center on the back wheels. Which we can do that, but we have to take it back with us in pieces, unfortunately. Now, this might take multiple trips, that's why I'm saving my hydrogen. And this proves to me that I don't actually know everything. And even the people who've said they've played the game for a while and watched the tutorials and stuff that help them get to where they are, say they don't know everything. Like, they say they continue to make mistakes and they build vehicles that don't fly, don't drive, or anything like that, you know? Like, they still build rovers that crash and explode and all that, and they're like, what am I doing wrong? And then they watch the tutorial again and be like, oh, that's right, I made one error that fucks the entire thing up. And, you know, I hate swearing sometimes, but sometimes it's necessary. And this is one of those moments when it's necessary. It's like, you just screw it up, and there's no nicer way to put it. You just gotta look yourself in the eye, in the mirror, and say, you screwed up. Now go fix it. And that's what I'm doing. And the only way I know how... It's unfortunate, though, because... Oh, the battery's dead anyway. So I don't care if I destroy the battery at this point. I'm almost tempted to just drop the scrap metal since it weighs so much, but I'm not going to. Let's cut down the gyro. Okay. As you notice, see what happened when I cut down the gyro? The ship tried to roll forward. Yeah, that was another thing. It kept fighting me. It kept trying to keep the ship from staying flat. I don't know why. But, you know, whatever. There's nothing in the cockpit. That's what I was checking for. But I got to destroy the tires before I destroy that. Because if I destroy that, all I'm going to do is cause this thing to go rolling down the hill. Which right now, it might do that anyway. I don't know. If it does, I won't cry about it because, you know, there's no point in complaining about losing some of the pieces to this. Wait. Oh, it was the atmospheric thruster that exploded. That's not good. That's actually the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, no. Because with that, that means we now no longer have... Okay, I'm going to have to put something to hold this. I bet it's going to go flying down this hill. Since I don't want that to happen, let's just catch it with this. There we go. So yeah, see the suspension up here, apparently, you really just want it, hold on a second. No, it's in the right spot. Okay. You just want the suspension slightly off from the other one. And that's just where I went wrong, apparently. So let's just get the other tires off. Yeah, just like I said, it's trying to roll away now.
Inventory full.
Well, we're not getting that back. And inventory is full, which is very unfortunate, but that means we got the majority of the parts that I really wanted from this, So I'm okay with leaving the rest of this behind. There we go. Okay. So what we need to do now is put the scrap metal into the refinery and get started on Rover 2. There we go. Such a shame. That out. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So now we need to get to work on the second rover that we're gonna build. First things first, let's just, well, we can't break this down. We don't have any room. Let's see, what can we build? That's the thing, we can't really build much of anything, can we? It's on the top part of it on there. Please stop being a little fuck. I do not have time. I have to put a temporary block. Because I can't fucking reach it. Is that correct?
And then we'll place down our left 5x5 suspension. I need to get myself out of the way.
Okay. There can't... Oh my fucking god, I do not have time. Oh my fucking god, please. I do not have fucking time. Doesn't get me much farther off the ground. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. I do not have fucking time. Thank you. Alright everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and I'm finally back. I didn't actually end the last episode officially. I disappeared for so long that I actually had to officially hit stop recording because I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. All I'm doing is trying to find out where I went wrong by rewatching a tutorial. And as you can tell, I'm almost completely out of hydrogen still. I'm just barely surviving with the hydrogen I have, and yet I keep trying to waste it because I'm so used to having to use it, you know? And I just wanted to apologize because I thought this was going to be, you know, really fun to watch, but as I am sitting here doing this, I'm like, this isn't going to be fun to watch. I'm messing up. I'm like acting like I know what I'm doing when I really don't, and like I need to reiterate something I said, and I will put it in the description of the first episode. I said that I pretty much know everything that there is to know to get started, and that's right to a point. When it comes to building vehicles, I still fuck up so much that it's embarrassing, as you can tell. Like making a mistake like I just did is just ridiculous. Like, there was no excuse for that mistake of making a vehicle and then just flying it off into abyss and, you know, not trying to just let it crash and then come back here without it, you know, because now I'm almost out of hydrogen and we're at a point where we're just going to end up literally, you know, having to do the same thing that we did before, which is hand mine everything. And as I said before, I can make something, you know, that makes this easier. I could do that. Like, I could make it where I can make a hand mine and then connect this up with a whole bunch of connectors, but that would be ridiculous, and so I'm not going to do that. But I'm just saying there's options that you have if you mess up like I did, and you don't, and you want to play it my way, where if you crash your vehicle, you don't reload. Find a way to make mining easier for you as soon as possible, you know, because, like, doing what I'm doing right now is like punishment. It makes you feel like it almost makes you feel like you're supposed to be in jail, you know, for what you did, you know, even though what you did isn't actually like a crime. You just messed up, you know. But like having to go back and hand mine with this drill really does make you feel like you messed up and that you made a mistake and that you're being punished for it. But don't think of it as punishment, you know, and that's what I keep doing to myself, and that's what I need to learn to, you know, get over is, you know, yeah, you messed up. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it's going to put you back a lot in the game, make you have to go back to the thing you despise doing a little bit. Like, yeah, it's fun at first, you know, when you know that you're about to build something, you know. You're like, this is exciting. I get to do this, and then after I finish doing this, I can make a ship that does it for me, and that's just hunky-dory, you know, and wonderful. But then when you mess up and you crash the thing that was supposed to do that for you, you can't help but look at yourself and be like, well, maybe I should just start over. Start the series from scratch and be like, hey everybody, this is the actual series. But no, like I said, I really shouldn't be recording this, but I really want to, because I feel like recording is more fun than just playing the game sometimes, because you kind of feel like every mistake you make you can have people laugh with you, and people will offer advice on what you could have done differently, you know, and all that. And I'm sure some of the things I'm gonna get are gonna be people saying, you know, there was probably nothing really wrong with your rover. It's probably just like a minor thing from like trying to change things from the start. Like, you know, trying to turn off steering before letting it touch the ground and then turn off steering. I don't know. Maybe that's what I should have done. Let's see, I can't withdraw everything yet, but I can get close. Okay. Need to find a spot. There we go, right here. Okay. See if we have enough steel plate to place this. Because I don't want to use my thing if I don't have to. Okay, good. I just need construction comp and all that, which probably still needs more stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this session here. And maybe I'll just do a whole bunch of stuff off screen. Get it so that we have it set up for next time. And go from there. Well, I mean, oh no, this is connected to the other one. I forgot. So this is that last episode will probably be like 35 plus minutes long, but it's not a big deal. But I just really wanted to reiterate that I'm very sorry that things went the way they did.
Low.
I know none of it's my fault and I shouldn't have to apologize, but I feel like I need to because, you know, whenever you make a mistake like that and you know there's going to be a lot of edits that have to be made because of that, you can't help but feel bad. Like, you're like, oh, well, now everybody's going to be like, oh, here we go again. We're not going to have any content for a good 30 minutes because Mike has to remine all of his stuff again by hand. Not that it actually takes 30 minutes, but I tend to over-exaggerate a lot when I mess up. Like, I shouldn't bring this up because I know what will happen when I do, but it's kind of like my old Metal Gear Solid playthroughs, where I would have taken, like, literally what felt like, and I know people hate it when you say literally, but it felt like I had spent 25 minutes getting back to a place that I was, and then immediately dying when I came back into the recording and being like, oh, well, sorry guys, I guess there's another 25 minutes to go. And I started getting very bitter and stuff and feeling like a complete asshole that people were going to have to watch that. I mean, from what I remember, people still enjoyed it. People thought it was fun, you know, and all that.
Inventory full.
But I can't help but feel like, you know, this is something that a lot of people say you have to get over and just laugh at yourself, you know. But you can't be like, oh, I'm an asshole and everyone's gonna hate this because I made this one simple mistake, you know. Oh, looks like the production's done. Yeah, the production's done. Sweet. So we finally got these wheels completed. Now what I'm gonna do is, instead of adding anything else to this, like except for, like, of course, the battery, I'm gonna get in here, put the parking brake on, so that when we drop, we'll have the parking brake. And then I need to find a place where I'm gonna put the battery temporarily, you know, that's not in the way of the cargo. Well, here, what we can do is, we can put the cargo we want it like in the center, I think. Or maybe as close to the front as possible. That should be fine, I think. Let's see, put it right there and let's take a look. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. I mean, I don't know if we even have the materials for that anymore since we probably put them into everything else, but it's not... well, it grabbed some stuff, so let's see how much it grabbed. Okay, don't build the rest of that. Alright, so what we need to do now is build the battery so that we can have this powered, so we can test it. I might actually have to I might have to go into creative mode and build this and make a blueprint of it and bring it back. But the problem is if you build a blueprint, you have to have a projector to actually make it work. You can't just make it, you know? So that wouldn't actually help us very much because I think the projector costs stuff that we don't have. Let's see. I don't know, it would work. Ships so they can be built easily. Projection requires a connection with a grid from a projector in order to start construction. So yeah, that wouldn't help me very much, but you know, that's an option of what we could have done. But like I said, I kind of just want to build this and see what happens. I guess I should end the episode though, because like I said, I'll do this, test it off screen. If it works, I'll put in the description when this comes out that it worked, if I remember. And I'll see you guys when I record this again. Till then, everyone. Bye.